Let's do our chart of the day. It is Abercrombie and Fitch, which is soaring on its results today. Gap is tomorrow after the bell. So even though we don't have any ANF ownership here on the desk, it's relevant to how I'm sure Stephanie Link is thinking about what Gap might deliver, and then retail in general, which has been beset with survey after survey after survey after survey until yesterday, which has been horrible from consumers. And yesterday we finally do a good confidence number.
We are a nation of spenders, Scott, no matter if we feel bad or we feel good. It's just a fact. So with Gap, I mean, look, I'm excited about Abercrombie and the progress that they're making and that the consumer is spending. But I do think that Gap is a turnaround story under great leadership with a creative director that's proven. And I do think you're going to see 3 out of the 4 brands do very well. They've gained market share, actually, the last 8 consecutive quarters. Inventories are well under control. The one area that I don't think is going to see improvement is Athleta. There's just too much competition, but all of the other businesses that they have should show positive same-store sales momentum, and oh, by the way, decent gross margins as well. The promotions are lessening. That's good for them, and the brand is actually regaining momentum. Yeah,
it's a monster week for retail, as we told you yesterday. Abercrombie, Macy's, Dick's Sporting Goods, Best Buy, Kohl's, Costco, Burlington, American Eagle, Bath Body, Foot Locker among the companies reporting. Costco, as we just mentioned, Joe, that's you.
Specialty retail is doing well. The consumer's there. I agree with you. Some of the big box retailers, I'm a little concerned. I'm concerned because I feel that you're going to continue to see margin contraction, that they are eating the cost of the tariff. They are not passing it through. So I wasn't particularly excited about the reaction that we got TJX. I've long TJX for a while. I don't know if you're there. The same can be said with Ross Store. Walmart post earnings kind of running in place. I still think it gets above 100. So I think the sales are there, but the earnings are going to be challenged because I think what we're seeing so far is that the companies are eating the cost of the tariff. And I think as it relates to looking forward on the coming quarter, you have to ask yourself, have we really seen the margin for sure? Yes. So have you seen the effect yet on the consumer of price increases from the tariff? I don't know that you have. And I think that's coming in the next quarter.
Any updates on Target, your position in Target?
No.
You still have your life preserver on?
I'm watching it, though, Scott, because it actually, I thought it was going to be down like another 10% when they reported.
Yeah, I know, but the last time we spoke.
And it was down, but actually it's recovered, so I'm just kind of keeping an eye on it. I'm not pleased with the way they reported.
No, I know, but the reason I asked you is last time we had this conversation, I got the feeling that you were closer to having one foot out the door than doubling down and keeping both feet planted in there.
Yeah, I have to think about it because I don't want to be emotional. The stock is very, very cheap. It has a very good dividend at this point, which is well covered. The reason I kind of changed my mind a little bit on the margin is because of the traffic. They had traffic growth for the last year and a half, and they weren't able to execute. So it was always an execution problem, and I thought they could fix that. Well, this past quarter, traffic was down 2.4%. So that's disappointing. But that being said, I still believe, you asked me the question why I would hold on to it, because I believe in the brand. I believe in the enterprise value. I do see value. I'm not sure what happens to Brian Cornell, by the way.
Do you believe in management?
Well, it's hard to. It's very hard to when 6 out of the last 9 quarters they've missed, right? So I think he has the message, but they still haven't translated that into returns.